morning. Welcome to the Innovate Finance Global Summit 2018 and the start of UK FinTech Week. Thank you all for coming, and a special thank you to our supporters, the City of London Corporation and Broadgate, and obviously to the IFGS 2018 Platinum sponsor, Deloitte. We're meeting today in the FinTech capital of Europe, a city buzzing with change, a city that is a magnet for talent from around the world, and a city that is at ease with reinventing itself. In fact, the very place we are gathered today, the Square Mile, has changed dramatically over recent years. Gone are the days of busy weeks and ghost town weekends, a place reserved only for banks and insurance companies, with power shoulder pads and champagne wine bars. Today, the Square Mile is alive with co-working spaces, unable to keep up with the demand from the growing number of tech companies springing up, moving away from a work ethic of the 1980s and towards a better work-life balance. The streets are lined with trendy coffee shops and pop-up restaurants. Shoreditch is moving closer as we speak. The city is now a place that appeals to non-traditional city occupiers, looking for well-designed space, flexibility, location, and access to talent. In fact, Innovate Finance itself is helping to reinvent the city with our new home in Broadgate, happily sitting between Bank and Shoreditch, a natural home for FinTech. 2017 was a landmark year for our sector. VC investment reached record highs, with over $1.8 billion invested, an increase of over 150% compared to 2016. Several FinTechs have become household names, raising hundreds of millions of pounds, with hopes of employing more people and expanding overseas. UK FinTech is truly coming of age. FinTech is now being seen as a viable career choice, with high-profile execs and young professionals from both banks and technology firms taking a leap into a sector they believe will succeed and will expedite what most believe is a much-needed change to our financial industry. FinTech is evolving, covering new sectors and new technologies. What was once used to describe startup disruptors like peer-to-peer lenders and digital payments now covers everything from capital markets to banking infrastructure. Even the word FinTech isn't enough. There are so many new verticals appearing that we now have InsurTech, RegTech, WealthTech. I could go on. Disruption seems to be infiltrating every aspect of financial services as we know it. We're also seeing new technologies come under the tech umbrella. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, and of course, who could ignore the cryptocurrency and blockchain boom? Once seen as lagging behind and resisting change, it seems financial services is now at the forefront of innovation. The rapid rise of FinTech has in turn caused banks to look inwardly and assess whether legacy systems and processes are still applicable and viable. We are now seeing the start of a new incumbent bank. This bank has FinTech labs, partners with startups, recruits technologists and coders, driving innovation forward by increasingly integrating a startup mindset. We've seen some incredible examples of banks investing, partnering, and acquiring FinTechs in the last year. I can only imagine this is the start of things to come, and change is accelerating all the time. One of the key drivers behind this is PSD2 and open banking. This regulation has the opportunity to truly transform the financial services industry, rethinking how products and services could be offered and delivered. Whether this leads to new ways of banking or innovative new solutions, it has set the foundation for a new, open, and more collaborative way of working and consuming. All this is culminating in a new face of finance, a face consumers can trust. Financial services has been recovering from the 2008 crash for too long, and I do feel like we have turned a corner. Financial services is now responsible and inclusive. We've seen the introduction of solutions to bank the underbanked, to accelerate the path to financial inclusion, for SMEs to get loans, and to promote financial advice and guidance to segments that could previously not gain access. I can't, of course, ignore the opportunity that we also have to lead the way in diversity and inclusion. The recent shocking statistics of the gender bonus gap and continued reports of bias against female entrepreneurs raising capital show we have a way to go. I want to ensure that the FinTech sector evolves faster than it has in financial services. I would like to call out to all investors here today to throw out preconceptions that women cannot found and run successful businesses, cannot balance between home and work, and cannot be champions of industry. We have women on every panel over the next 2 days, so there are plenty to choose from. Other macro challenges and opportunities lie ahead. Brexit and the changing political landscape has called into question the UK's leading position in financial services and potentially exacerbated the risk of current issues that need to be solved, from talent to capital, from regulation to collaboration. We cannot afford to be complacent. We cannot stand still. As a sector, we must continue to evolve and move forward. With this in mind, we are pleased to announce today the launch of the FinTech Strategy Group with City of London Corporation that will provide an industry-led independent group to challenge ourselves to look what we need now to prepare for the future and to bring together FinTech leaders and innovators, providing a platform for external parties, government, and regulators to consult and engage with. I look forward to the Chancellor's speech later this week on government support for the FinTech sector, and we need to have a mechanism to ensure we feed into this strategy when needed. But with this group, we will be proactive, create a framework for growth and change, and provide a collective voice for the industry. We hope that many of the conversations over the next 2 days and ongoing dialogue throughout the year with our members will inform and feed into this initiative, and I am extremely excited about the potential this group has to impact the sector. I would like to thank you all for coming today. This is a conference built for our members, by our members, so the biggest thank you must go to you. We bring the global ecosystem to London each year to showcase their innovation and knowledge, and we're delighted to have so many of you here today to kick off UK FinTech Week and bring the pioneers of tomorrow here together. It is an honor to represent you. I would also like to thank my own Innovate finance team, who have worked tirelessly to put on the event today, which has nearly doubled in size in terms of speakers, contents, and events. This year, as you've heard, we've launched the Global Summit Campus and are truly taking over the Square Mile. Like FinTech, we as an organization are coming of age and hope to continue and grow and evolve alongside the sector to represent the needs of our members. This event wouldn't be possible without the support and investment made by our sponsors and partners. I would like to thank everyone who has supported the event, and a big thank you to our gold sponsors, Hogan Lovells, BBVA, Visa, Data Robot, and Bahrain Economic Development Board. And finally, to all of our speakers, including Lance Ugler of IHS Markit, who will kick us off this morning. No better example of someone who has gone from start-up to scale-up and onto a unicorn. It is a privilege to work with such industry leaders to deliver what I am confident will be a very productive and successful couple of days. Thank you.